Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So we're in the middle of Self-Care September, and if you're just joining us, you are right on time. There is never a better time than now than to choose self-care. What's beautiful about this is it's completely free. And who doesn't love that, right? So we're on day 6, but it doesn't matter if you're just joining. Don't worry what day we're on. Just know that these are 30 days of great intentions of caring for yourself. So for today, which was day 6, I always give them a day ahead. It was to focus on the basics, to eat well, to exercise, and to go to bed on time. Oh, I definitely ate well. I had my fruit, vegetables, healthy fats, almost enough water. I will have it all by the time I go to bed. In terms of the exercise, what I did was I really intentionally made all movement count. So while I was in the kitchen waiting on food to be prepared, I did some squats, right? When I had to go out in the 112-degree heat, to take care of the animals, I did it with gusto. And I got out there and I picked up that hay and, put on the halters and cared for the horses and fed the pig. And, I just tried to really do everything with intention and with energy. And that was my exercise today. And I did as much as I could for the circumstance. So I'm going to accept that. And in terms of going to bed, it is well before midnight. Which, if you know me at all, that is great. I'm trying for it. I really am. Okay, so for tomorrow, day 7, and again, I'm always giving these a day ahead so you can be successful. I really like this one. You may be in a great time in your life, and you're living in your truth, and you've got no hang-ups. That would be amazing, and not true for most of the planet. So, for the rest of us, tomorrow, when you're going through your day, and you're struggling at some point, here's the intention. Get ready. Let's bring it in, people. Bring it in. Oh, I want you to hear this intention. Here it is. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. What? Oh, no, she didn't. It is okay to not be okay. Is that beautiful? We all have difficult days. No, I'm not saying tomorrow's going to be a difficult day for you, per se. But at some point in your day, you may be struggling with something, and it's going to be okay to not be okay. And I really like giving permission for that, because seriously, I was not only class clown, but I was friendliest and most popular and all those things. And it was as long as Juliana's okay, we're all okay. I wasn't okay. I was putting on the face that they all wanted, my drill team smile that they needed to see, and then, of course, binging my head off in private, drinking on the weekends, crying myself to sleep. I literally only cried 2 times in grade school, between kindergarten and 12th grade, at school. One was in 2nd grade, sitting inside a Jiminy Cricket movie that was trying to teach us some valuable lesson. What was that one? I don't know if you're way too young, but for some of us, we watch Jiminy Cricket teach us morals. So sitting in 2nd grade, someone hurt my feelings at recess, and it was safe in the dark to allow myself to cry for one brief moment. And the other one was in the fall of 12th grade. I had been just devastated by someone. I was so over it, and I allowed myself to cry at lunch recess. That's it. I'm not kidding you. So anyway, I'm going to remember that it's okay to not be okay, even if it makes people around me uncomfortable, if that is my truth, right? Okay, so that's it for Self-Care September. If you're sticking around for the talk, it's a brief one. It's really just reiterating the icon for this video, which are just 7 good rules for life. So number 1 is to make peace with your past, so it won't disrupt your future. If you are continuing to carry all that baggage of your past, the chances of really living in the present or enjoying your future are nil to none, right? So to accept that the past is in the past, to forgive yourself for not being able to do better by yourself, is a great gift. So make peace with your past. Number 2, What other people think of you is none of your business. That is such a great one. That's been in the halls of Overeaters Anonymous and certainly AA and the 12-step programs forever. I mean, even 30 years ago, I was hearing that what you think of me is none of my business. And that is just very cool if you have the courage to let it be true. Number 3, the only person in charge of your happiness is you. Oh my gosh, we really burden others by expecting them to make us happy. To realize that we get to choose our happiness in any given moment is very empowering and more fair than to put it on somebody else. Number 4, don't compare your life to others. I love this part. Comparison is the thief of joy. I so get that. And we just had a talk on that recently, right? About not comparing ourselves to others. But I love that idea that it's the thief of joy. It's so true. If I'm in any setting and suddenly start comparing myself, especially as less than, but even if I think I'm all that, it's still uncomfortable and unfair because suddenly all the minions around me don't measure up. So what am I hanging out with them for? Which of course is not the direction I tend to go in. It's more the other of always thinking that I'm falling short. Number 5, time heals almost everything. Give it time. It heals almost everything. I mean, come on. Some things hurt so much, but that's when I bring in compartmentalizing, the ability to literally put it in a box and revisit it when it's safe. Number 6, stop thinking so much. It's all right not to know all the answers. There is nothing more beautiful than being able to say, you know what, I'm not familiar. Or I'd love to help you find that out, but no, I'm not an authority on that, and I don't know that. What? Admitting that you don't know something? How refreshing is that? I really struggle with that. And I've shared that before where I was just expected to know things, and I see that with my students so often. They've barely been on the planet for 1 minute, but they're sure that they're supposed to already know everything. It's a lot of responsibility and it's exhausting to be able to honestly say, I'm sorry, no, I don't have the answer to that. Or let me get back to you. So beautiful. I pray for the courage. And number 7, smile. And I did an entire talk on the power of smiling. Do you remember that? It says you don't own all the problems in the world. But God does. And I pray for God. And I'll say, dear Father, peace be with you. And also with me, to God the Father, because just me and my prayer warrior groups, give me a break. The Catholic Ministry Facebook page, the prayer warriors groups, over 450,000 people committed to praying for people they don't even know because they dare to know the Father and trust in Him. When I hear their pleas, I just say, Lord, praise God, you are God and that I am not, because I am devastated just from the few hundred requests, let alone billions and billions that He hears every second. Wow. All right, really quickly again, number 1, make peace with your past. Number 2, what other people think of you is none of your business. 3, the only person in charge of your happiness is you. 4, don't compare your life to others. 5, time heals almost everything. 6, stop thinking so much. And 7, smile. I love that. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you, especially in prayer. And until we talk again, my friends, stay with that self-care. You're worthy of it. And best of all, know that you're blessed.